Which car is stolen the most just in South Africa? Let's go there. The type of car before we go to the brand and so forth. Is it the 4x4?
So we keep a list of top 10 vehicles.
Okay.
It would include your Hilux, it would include your Ford Ranger, your Polo and Polo Player, your Nissan NP200, your Corolla, your Quantum.
Even the Corolla?
Even the Corolla.
The Uber.
Remember, you've got e-hailing services,
yes.
right? So these things are being taken. And it's an interesting phenomenon. In the Eastern Cape, when it's taken, we're likely to find it. Because they take it to rob the contents and the individuals in the car.
Oh, not
KZN,
the car.
They actually take the car.
Oh.
Right? It's an interesting phenomenon.
Yeah.
So those are the top 10 vehicles that get taken.
It include a few more. Let's see. Yeah.
Why I limit and I want to qualify my answer is because if you look at vehicles that are sold, there is circa 60,000 vehicles sold in any given month. Okay. Let's split out government versus rental companies and park them aside.
And put consumers.
Go to consumers.
Yeah.
Now, consumers, Toyota is the single biggest seller of vehicles in the country.
Of course.
By a country mile.
Yes.
So it follows that the most stolen vehicles are those that...
Based purely on the numbers.
On the numbers.
Yeah.
So if you look at it purely in a linear sense, you say, hi, man, why doesn't this guy says 500 Toyotas, 400 Ford Rangers?
Yes.
But it's misleading because as a percentage of vehicles sold, you might find it's exactly the same proportionally.
That's true.
But I'll use Toyota, right? Your Buckies. The newer, the better.
Okay.
So if you've
got this is Hilux.
If you've got a Legend 50,
yes,
versus a Legend 45, bet your bottom dollar the Legend 50 is going to be more stolen.
Whew.
Right? The other thing about Toyota is that its parts are interchangeable. So I could take a van, Bucky, put it in a Quantum, and away we go.
You're good.
And it's an incredibly robust vehicle. I can drive it for 1 million kilometers.
I have a Toyota. My favorite car is a Toyota Yaris. It's on 239,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
It's going nowhere. It's still strong.
You know what I mean?
It went to Durban and back in a flash. It's that strong. And it keeps going.
And it keeps going.
Yes.
Without, and to service it is relatively inexpensive.
That's true.
And I say relatively.
Yes.
Because car parts are expensive. So you've got Toyota at the top of a pile, right? And it doesn't help that the other side of the Boerewors curtain, so from Midrand to Pretoria, it's a favorite.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's a favorite.
Is it a favorite?
It's a favorite.
Toyota?
Yeah. The Buckies.
Yeah,
double cab.
Of course, I guess.
Right? And the Ford Ranger, especially this new Raptor, it's a major favorite.
Wow.
So I live in Pretoria East.
Okay.
So I see them all the time on my way home.
So it's a favorite of
criminals.
I was about to say
favorites of
consumers and criminals alike.
Right.
So are you saying then there's an oversupply for criminals? There's enough.
It's plentiful.
Yeah, umnand.
Umnand.
Yeah. Oh,
so
boy.
I mentioned the top 10, but let's expand. Then periodically you see other trends. So last year we started seeing Iprado suddenly coming in, right? From an activation rate. The activation rate is the count, the extent to which a vehicle gets stolen or hijacked. We call it the activation rate.
Yeah.
We saw Iprado starting to climb. Why was that? In Northern Africa, they had the Vauxhall 300, which they stopped making in the US. So where does the market become? South
Africa.
We had the Land Cruiser being stolen, right?
Also, you saw an increase.
Major increase, right? And then we saw the Lexus.
Okay.
Right?
Of all cars.
Yes. The Lexus 4x4, that is.
It's the engine.
Yes.
The engine is
interchangeable. So we started seeing that.
Yeah.
Now, why did it make it so easy? Unfortunately, the manufacturers wanted to make easy access onto the car. So what you will see, and if, there's some YouTube videos where you can actually see this.
Yeah.
It happened to Machelo Koko.
Oh, yes.
They removed the front bumper of the car on the left-hand side. There's a plug behind that, just in front of the lights, where you can plug a plug source. It's a little device. And it overrides the vehicle security system. It was designed for manufacturers. You've forgotten your key, you've lost your
Oh,
key.
yeah. What they didn't realize is that, well,
They made it easier for criminals.
to take
So
your car.
literally in 15 seconds, your car can be started and be gone. 15 seconds, it's that quick.
Oh, boy.
So that's what we are seeing.
Mm.
Right? So the Prado, the Lexus,
But those
Yeah.
are periodic
Yeah.
ups
Yes.
and they dip again
Yes.
and you don't know why.
Right.
And another car comes
yeah.
up.
Then there's other cars which are odd.
Yeah.
One would think that a BMW would be stolen or hijacked more than a Mercedes.
It's a popular car, a 3 Series.
Definitely not.
Why is that? It doesn't even feature in your top 10.
No. Your A45,
Yeah.
the sedan and the hatchback,
Mhm.
much more hijacked at double the rate of any BMW. It's fast, it's nippy, getaway cars. If we're going to do a cash and transit heist,
We need a car that
right,
will move
we
fast.
need a car that will bump this one,
Mm.
but we need a car that we can drive away in.
Oh,
That's fast and nimble.
exactly.
So we're starting to see those.
Mm.
We're seeing your Audis.
Okay.
Where am I using Audis and Volvos?
Yeah.
Right? If I'm going to do a house break-in
I
and
need
I want to
to.
drive in the suburb, and
I need
want
to look like I
be
belong.
relaxed. Yeah, I'm going to use those cars.
Oh.
I'll break into your house, load everything into the car. So we see those as well.
Yeah, coming up.